Most business owners reach a point where they realize they can't do it all alone. They feel the friction, the long hours, and the plateau in their growth. So they do what they've been told to do. They look for help. They hire a virtual assistant, a marketing agency, or a project manager. But 6 months later, they find themselves even busier because they are now managing the person they hired to save them time. The problem isn't the person you hired. The problem is that you hired for activity instead of alignment. You hired a pair of hands when what you actually needed was a growth partner. A growth partner isn't just someone who checks off a to-do list. They are someone who understands the vision, shares the values, and fills the strategic gap that is currently holding you back. Hello, I'm Clive Venover, and today I'm going to share a single transformative step to identify exactly who that partner should be. This is about moving from managing people to leading a partnership.
Welcome to the Business Wisdom Podcast, where business strategist Clive Venover shares his inner business wisdom with you. Each episode is packed with his experience to help you grow and develop your own business wisdom. Join Clive as he shares his wisdom with you.
Let's get clear on what you actually need. Before we get to the identification step, we have to distinguish between two types of people in your business. First, you have support staff. These are the doers. They follow a process you've already built. They handle the maintenance, the admin, the scheduling, the basic fulfillment. They are vital, but they don't drive growth. They maintain the status quo. Then you have a growth partner. This is a builder. They don't just follow the process, they improve it. They look at your vision and say, if that's where we're going, we need a better bridge to get there. If you are currently overwhelmed, it's likely because you have a room full of doers and no builders. You are the only person thinking about the future. Identifying a growth partner starts with a moment of leadership honesty. Are you looking for someone to do what you tell them? Or are you looking for someone to help you see what you can't? Here is the one step that changes everything. Take a blank sheet of paper and draw a line down the middle. On the left side, I want you to list every task or responsibility that currently drains your energy. The things that feel heavy, the things you procrastinate on, or the things that stay on your list for weeks. This is your drain list. On the right side, I want you to write down the one big move you would make if you had an extra 10 hours a week. Would you launch a new product? Would you go after higher-tier clients? Would you refine your delivery system? Now look at the gap between those two columns. Your ideal growth partner is the person who finds the work on the left side energizing, so that you can spend 100% of your time on the right side. If your drain list is full of data, tech, and systems, but you have a creative partner, you haven't solved the friction. You've just added more noise. Identification starts with documenting your own limitations. Once you see the gap, you need to filter for the right fit. A true growth partner must pass 3 tests. The capability filter. Can they do the work better than you? A growth partner shouldn't need you to teach them how to do their job. They should be bringing expertise that you lack. If you have to micromanage them, they aren't a partner, they're a project. The values filter. Do they care about the why behind the business? Skills can be learned, but values are inherent. If you value calm leadership, but your partner values hustle and chaos, the friction will eventually break the business. The output filter. A growth partner is measured by results, not hours. If they are the right partner, you shouldn't be asking, what did you do today? You should be asking, what progress did we make this week? When these 3 filters align, growth stops being a struggle and starts being a natural outcome of your partnership. Identifying the partner is the first step. The second step, the harder step, is letting them lead. Many business owners find the perfect partner and then refuse to get out of the way. They hold on to the drain list because it feels safe. It gives them a sense of control. But remember, leadership is defined by how clearly you think. You cannot think clearly if your hands are still tied to the maintenance work you hired someone else to do. True growth requires the courage to be replaced in the areas where you aren't the expert. It's about building a business that is bigger than your own capacity. If you're feeling the weight of doing it all yourself, start with the paper. Map your friction. Identify the gap. Inside the Business Wisdom Vault, I've created frameworks for team structure and strategic hiring that help you identify these growth partners before you make an expensive mistake. It's about building a team that supports progress, not just activity. And if you're ready to scale but aren't sure who your next key hire should be, book a one-to-one session with me. We'll look at your drain list and your vision together to find the right alignment. Identify the gap, lead the partnership.
Thanks for joining Clive. Remember to subscribe for more business wisdom. Want to work with Clive? Book a discovery call with him at energroup.com.au.